Hello my dear baby, and welcome back to Dragon Age, where we are going to get in this pretty uneven fight all of these guys, and they have a mage too. So yeah, Win, please get rid of that. And so yeah, Alistair, turn on shield wall, and I should try to roll up these archers on the side. Meanwhile, Leliana, yeah, scatter shot would be nice. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yeah, bomb time and poison time definitely. Okay. So what you need? Demonic poison or flash rod? Well, yeah, demonic poison is better with the spirit damage, but the soul rod coating is dealing spirit damage too. So let's try mixing it with nature damage. So that and that.
On it.
Okay, this acid bomb doesn't do much. Let's try the fire one. Okay, we apply the flash rod, apply the soul rod coating too. Okay. Okay, oh, no. Gosh dang it. I want the soul rod bomb. Okay, we need to get rid of 2 of those guards. No, what you are doing, Alistair? Leliana is getting attacked. Do a taunt. Come on, why are you just standing there? Leliana, run back.
At your order.
Okay. Oh wow, Leliana is almost dead. Heal yourself. Okay. Okay. Let's do a group here. Okay, that was good. And what's next? I have been tossing around these grenades and they are still not dying. Let's use pinpoint attack. Win. Oh wow. Okay. Mass rejuvenation. And now heal Alistair. Oh wow, that didn't do much. Let's do regenerate and you heal yourself too. How am I doing? I am trying to finish off these guards. I should use the poison too. Okay. Oh, Alistair! Fuck! Fuck. Okay, Leliana, run the hell out, like that. Okay.
Make a breath.
Okay. Yeah, must regeneration, please. Again, Alistair, heal yourself. Leliana, didn't I tell you to, like, run the hell away? So, like, there, to the opposite end of this room. That's what I have meant. Okay, well, I could chase after them, or I could use Alistair to get rid of these guys here. Yeah, let's try this. I don't have turn defense on. Let's turn on the shield defense then. Okay, and now attack. Yeah, because when I died, willpower. Okay. So Leliana, you are basically kiting away the Cortrian. That's okay. Meanwhile, I can deal with these guys. Can you heal Leliana from the distance? Oh yes, okay, that's good. Regenerate yourself. There. Leliana. Run. Run. Okay. Okay, so we are wrapping up these guys here. With this, I could get rid of those guys. Okay, let's try this.
What now?
Wow, they are not under effect. Okay. Leliana is still running. Good, run. Here, run to the left. Okay. Okay, I can almost petrify. Now someone. Leliana. Oh yeah, she's still coming. Run. Run there. Okay, petrify time. Oh, god damn it. Oh, and I'm getting hit too. Heal yourself. But then I won't have the mana. That will do. Wait, did Pacify work? Are they pacified? I don't see them being pacified. Leliana, run.
Good to go.
Yeah, run like... You have a life ward on yourself and it's 18 seconds to go. I could try fighting a little bit. I have dirty fighting. Attack. So it doesn't seem like that pacified was. Yeah. Here my poisons have already run out. So let's reapply them. Why do you have critical shot? I didn't. This isn't what I wanted you to do. Okay, the life ward run out. Okay, let's run back then, I suggest. What are you petting, Leliana? Do you know even what petting is? Because you obviously I'm not doing it. But yeah, it's, with one hit, Leliana lost half her health. Okay. There. Run there.
Immediately.
Okay, so it seems like I have defeated all of the enemies.
Very well.
Ready. I shall do so.
Oh, win.
It's so strange that the wings are still on.
Okay, we got her. Huh? What? What? Huh? Codex updated. Whew, okay. Well, that was a very, very hard fight. I mean, I had to... Yeah, if I could not have just baited her away... Yeah. I mean, with one... Yeah, both with Vayne and Larian and probably with me too with light armor, one hit with her was... damaging half of our total hit points, so yeah. And Arista didn't fare that much better, probably. So yeah, that was a very hard fight.
Say the word.
I'm here.
Okay, and so you have concussion with decreases strength. Or what? Penalty to magic. Well, I cannot deal with that, so yeah, here. 1 out of my 39 injury kits. Okay. So, Sir Catherine. The Summer Sword. 200. Chance to knock target back by a default attack. Wow. That's pretty nice. The Summer Sword. Aha. So this was our all Asian weapon that Locane took. Okay.
Of course.
And we got our lesser injury kit back. Alright, well done. There is nothing more but yes, speak with Arlemon about this.
All right.
Okay. And these guys are away as well as the guards. Okay, let's go straight to the estate.
can't all be gallivanting about the house all day. Her Highness is here. Someone fetch the Queen some tea.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. After your rather
What?
alarming lack of subtlety, I feared the worst for you. I prayed for your safe return.
Now what is he doing here?
Am I missing something?
You are not. It seems the entire purpose of my disguise completely escaped the Grey Warden. Thankfully, no harm was done in the end. I am hoping that, despite our unfortunate beginning, we can still work together. Will you hear me out?
Okay.
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't
That's
believe
obvious.
it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Can he still take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Erlina to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And just how are you stronger?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Okay. So that was just a ruse. That she said that I was trying to kidnap
well,
her.
she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily.
Right.
Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
Yeah. Aha, and she's single now, right?
Are you thinking you might stand a chance at courtship? It would be unseemly for her to marry so soon after Kaelin's death. She wouldn't take that risk unless it helps her secure the throne.
That's right. That's what I am thinking.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
Okay, what with the alien age?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
Okay.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Unrest in the alien age. What I see, or
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear Howe's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city.
Did you know Duncan?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down. When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
We are going on.
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
How many wardens are there? Oh, how were the wardens founded?
It was near 1200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
I see.
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations. It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfels are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is. Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lad, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Okay.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear House Death has already brought no small amount. It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim. Good luck to you then.
Okay. Now, is there anything to add?
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
Okay.
Ask away. Of course.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So where is... Oh, there. Okay, here we go. Let's talk to Evelina first.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I realize that my actions at Howe's estate may not have painted me in the best light. For that, I apologize and hope that we can start again. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Howe did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
I would welcome your support for my throne, because you are just the widow of the king. Meanwhile, I am the only Terran around, considering that Lockhane is, now a king, which he is still a Terran of whatever he was, but the king is a higher rank, so yeah. I am the highest ranking non-king. Oh sure, How was made Terran? Hey, but he is dead. So yeah, I am the only Terran in the country. So I am the highest ranking noble after Lockhane. I should be the king. So are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
I think I would need more than your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. This is in addition to Highever being properly restored to you.
There we go.
That should go without saying, I trust.
Yes.
Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
Ooh, what if you had a strong king beside you? I think there we go. And by strong king, yeah, I don't mean Alistair.
Tempting. You are of Cousland blood, it's
yes!
true.
Here we go.
Despite the fact that you are also a Grey Warden, it would be unprecedented, but a man like you could make a fine prince and consort. Is this what you are actually proposing? My hand for your support?
Yeah, I would rather be a king, not a prince, by what we mean is, yeah, consort. So the queen is the primary ruler, the king is the spouse of the ruler. I'm thinking if I say I would rather be a king, not a prince, I will not have the option to say this, but well, I will just load back in then. So yeah, I am interested. I want to see what she will say. I would rather be a king, not a prince.
And I am tired of ruling in a husband's name. If I marry again, it will not be to become a figurehead. If being a consort is not enough, then marry Alistair. Perhaps he will bend over more gracefully than I would.
Being a consort is not enough, then marry Alistair. That's funny. You would look better in wedding dress.
Of that I have no doubt, if only it didn't chafe so.
Alright. Let's do this. I will be your king consort or prince consort, whatever you wanna say, but I will still be king in name. Very well.
Very well. It is too good an opportunity to pass up. Once I am coronated, I will take your hand as my consort. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you. You return. Is there something you wish to discuss?
Can I ask some questions?
Ask me whatever you like.
I would like to understand Lockhart better if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Why would he ever have trust? How?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stem from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
Did he plan to overthrow Cailan before?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Cailan was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Cailan was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Not for me. He is beyond reason.
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
And why doesn't Lockhart back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think. Ask me whatever you like.
Tell me that you love me. Does it make you uncomfortable siding against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless?
Yes.
But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
Of course, I am not saying, tell me that you love me, because I am not Jon is not marrying here out of love, but it's a political arrangement for power. So yeah. Cailan was a fool, but he didn't deserve his death.
A harsh judgment, but not untrue. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss, but I thank you all the same.
You should tell people what really happened.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Loghain is the hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the lands meet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
So yeah, do you know why exactly Loghain did this to Cailan?
Cailan was so idealistic. The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Cailan would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Cailan dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down. Ask me whatever you like.
So what
Do
will
you
happen?
want me to try my luck at fortune-telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
Alright.
Then I wish you luck, Warden. You return. Is there something you wish to discuss? I still do not. But thank you for asking.
Alright, so the deed has been done. I will make Anora queen, and Jon will be the king consort or prince consort or whatever you wanna say. So yes, Jon will be the king, or a king. But yeah, alright. So we have a bunch of side quests to give in and then to do the alienage. So yeah, this is enough for me now. I hope you had fun. I'm sorry Alistair won't be the king. I know, baby, you love him, and so you would want Alistair to be the king, and also the fact that Jon is in love with Leliana, and now Jon will marry Anora, but I do have faith that Leliana coming from Orly, not just coming from Orly, but also being the bard she was and she is, she would understand that this is merely a political marriage and nothing more. Besides, we know that Anora is barren. They were together with Cailan for 5 years, we just heard, and they had no children, so yeah. So it doesn't seem like that we could establish a new dynasty anyway. What will happen with the throne after Anora and Jon died, no one knows. Someone else will have to take. I mean, you know, possibly Alistair or Alistair's offspring will have a new shot at the throne. But, well, for example, if Anova dies, well, then I will be the widow. And then I will have the chance. Because Anova was the queen consort. Kaelan was the king, and Anova was just the secondary rulers. And now she will be the primary ruler. But if she dies, then I will have the same shot at the throne as she is having right now. So yeah, we will see, we will see what will happen in the future. But for now, we will go into the Alien Age. I hope you had fun. See you next time. Bye bye.